Very good afternoon, my dear children. This is L.K. Tripathi from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. My dear students, today we shall start a new chapter of history, that is chapter 2. The topic is from trade to political supremacy. I mean the establishment of colonial rule in India, which we have seen in chapter 1st, that was when, where and how. That chapter gave us a lot of knowledge about East India Company established in India. In this chapter, we shall find out how colonial rule empowered in this part of the country and how did they start their policy in the country. As we know, the Mughal Empire founded by Babur. Babur was an invader who came from outside the country, as you have studied in chapter of class 7th. In the chapter, that was the Mughal Empire. Babur came from outside the country in 1527, began to decline following the death of Aurangzeb, the last of the great Mughals, in 1707. From Babur to Aurangzeb, the Mughal supremacy reached its glory and was up to the highest position in the country. By 1750, the Mughal Empire had been reduced to just a faint shadow of its illustrious past. But after the Aurangzeb, Mughal power declined and the later Mughal, they could not maintain the strength of Mughal dynasty. As a result, the empire disintegrated and became weak. It was divided into a small number of regional kingdoms. This situation proved to be a blessing in disguise for the English East India Company, that is known EIC, which was keen to play a dominant role in the political and economic affairs of the Indian subcontinent. The East India Company, English East India Company, that is EIC, got benefit of disintegration and weakness of Mughal dynasty after the death of Aurangzeb, and they started capturing whole provinces and regional kingdoms one by one in their hand. Number first point, that is mercantilism. Mercantilism means कॉमर्स, ट्रेड, जिसको हम वाणिज्य कहते हैं, व्यापार. कैसे शुरू किए? इन यूरोप mercantilism became a popular economic theory and practiced from the 17th century. यूरोप में इसको शुरुआत किया गया, जो बहुत ही पॉपुलर इकोनॉमिक थियरी हुआ. ये 17th सेंचुरी की स्थिति थी. It held that the prosperity of a country depended on its capability to produce more than it consumed and export more than it imported in order to maintain a positive balance of trade. Overseas trade carried out by the sea routes was the most important feature of the practice of mercantilism. The origin of the English East India Company and its power lay in the economic theory and practice of mercantilism. Mercantilism started in Europe in 17th century, which became very popular in the society. They gained huge wealth and economic strength, starting this in the regime. Origin of the EIC. EIC का origin कैसे हुआ? The EIC was established in London in the year 1600 by a royal charter issued by Queen Elizabeth I, the Queen of England. According to this charter, the company got the sole rights of trade in the East Indies, which included all places east of Cape of Good Hope. First, the EIC, that was a group of merchants, was established in London under the chairship of Queen Elizabeth I. That was, this trade group was known as the Royal Charter Act, started in 1600 by Queen Elizabeth I, the Queen of London. Early years of the EIC. शुरुआत में EIC की पॉलिसी क्या थी, क्या था? कैप्टन विलियम हॉकिंस led the first voyages of the EIC to India in 1600. They voyages, they came from sea route, from the Cape of Good Hopes, and William Hawkins was the leader of first group of the merchant who voyages, जिन्होंने वहाँ से समुद्र के रास्ते नाव के द्वारा यहाँ स्टीमर के द्वारा वो भारत की तरफ चले, ईस्ट इंडीज़ की तरफ चले थे। 1608 में यहाँ पहुँचे। हिज क्रू सेल्ड इनटू द पोर्ट ऑफ सूरत। उनका जो क्रू था, कारवां था, जो बेड़ा था, वो सूरत के पोर्ट पर आकर के रुका। ही सक्सीडेड इन ऑब्टेनिंग सर्टेन ट्रेड कंसेशंस फ्रॉम द देन मुगल एम्परर जहांगीर. He got too much importance and royalties by the then ruler of India, that was Jahangir. He gave permission to East India Company to spread the trade here. As a result, a trading post or factory was established in Surat by the English in 1613. 1613 में सूरत में एक जो है फैक्ट्री इस्टेब्लिश की गई 1630 में ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी के द्वारा. In 1615, Sir Thomas Roe arrived in India as the ambassador of King James I of England. He received a royal firman from the Mughal Emperor Jahangir. This royal order allowed the EIC to set up factories in Agra, Bharuch, Ahmedabad and some other places. ये रॉयल ऑर्डर EIC का, ये आगरा में इसने जो है रॉयल ऑर्डर के द्वारा जो जहांगीर ने दिया था वो EIC को अलाउ करता है और आगरा में, भरूच में, अहमदाबाद और अन्य पार्ट ऑफ द कंट्री में इसने अपने व्यापार को फैलाया. Prior to Roe's visit to India, the first English factory in South India was established in Masulipatam in 1611. Subsequently, the first English factory in eastern India were established in Balasore and Hooghly. Besides, the EIC also began to set up much bigger and strongly fortified operational bases at the presidency towns of Madras, Bombay and Calcutta. Now mean to say, establishing their factories and their trade, they started to strengthen their power in India, and rapidly they built forts in their presidency towns. Mainly 3 presidency towns were there: Madras, Bombay and Calcutta. Because these 3 states, regions were importantly famous, and that was very much valuable for them, because all these 3 places are keenly connected to the sea routes. So it was easy for them to travel nearby the city. That's why they established 3 presidency towns near the port. They set up the Fort St. George in Madras in 1639 on a piece of land they received on lease from the लोकल राजा. वहाँ पर सेंट जॉर्ज नाम का एक फोर्ट उन्होंने बनाया मद्रास में 1639 में. एक जगह पर बनाया और उसको लीज पर लिया उस जगह को लोकल राजा के द्वारा. In 1668, the islands of Bombay under Portuguese control was given away in dowry to the English king Charles II by his father-in-law and the king of Portugal. Shortly afterwards, the EIC got it from Charles II on lease and fortified it for protection against the Marathas. Soon, Bombay became an important base of the EIC in India. In 1698, the company got the zamindari of 3 villages of Sultanati, Govindpur and Kalikata. धीरे धीरे बहुत जल्दी ये 3 गांव की जमींदारी इंग्लिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी को लोकल राजा ने दे दिया. ये 3 गांव थे, सुल्तानती था, गोविंदपुर था और कालिकता था. एंड बिल्ड फोर्ट विलियम अराउंड इट्स फैक्ट्री. और वहाँ पर इन्होंने जो है फोर्ट विलियम नाम फोर्ट बनाया. फोर्ट विलियम के नाम से इस फैक्ट्री के चारों तरफ उन्होंने फैक्ट्री को फोर्टिफाइड कर दिया, मजबूत कर दिया. दैट वाज हाउ द सिटी ऑफ कलकत्ता केम इनटू एग्जिस्टेंस. इस तरह से कलकत्ता की सिटी जो है प्रभुत्व में आई, पहचान में आई. इन 1717 द मुगल रूलर फारूक शाह issued a फरमान confirming the EIC's right to trade in Bengal, Bihar and Odisha, जो बाद upon an annual payment of a nominal sum, ये बहुत ही कम रेट पर जो है एक जो है उसने वार्षिक पेमेंट के अगेंस्ट में इसने एक फरमान, एक आर्डर इशू किया फारूक शाह जो मुगल रूलर था 1717 में, और इनको बंगाल, बिहार और उड़ीसा में ट्रेड करने के लिए इनको इजाज़त दे दी. दे आल्सो गार्ड द एडिशनल राइट्स टू ट्रेड इन द दक्कन एंड गुजरात। इसके अतिरिक्त इनको जो है और भी राइट्स मिल गए, गुजरात और दक्षिण भारत में ये अपना ट्रेड कर सकते हैं। The EIC and other European companies made huge profits by the trade concession they got from the Indian rulers. They bought goods, especially cotton cloth, silk, spices, saltpeters, etc. in India and exported them to Europe. यहाँ से इन्होंने ही सारी चीज़ों को खरीदा और यूरोप की कंट्रीज में भेजा, जिससे इनको बहुत ज़्यादा फ़ायदा हुआ। द EIC's यूरोपियन राइवल्स। अब जो इंग्लिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी के यूरोपियन से जो राइवलरी होती है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर फ्रेंच और डच पहले से भी तो ट्रेड करते थे। द पुर्तगीज, पुर्तगालियों से इनका पहला राइवलरी हुआ। इन 1498 Portuguese navigator and explorer Vasco da Gama discovered the new sea route that linked India to Europe via the Cape of Good Hope. केप ऑफ गुड होप के रास्ते सबसे पहले 1498 में पुर्तगीज नेविगेटर वास्को ड गामा ने इस रूट को खोजा था, यूरोप से इंडिया को जो कनेक्ट करता है। द रूट टेकन बाय वास्को ड गामा's crew can be represented as Euro-West African coast, Southern Africa, Cape of Good Hope, Calicut. This had become necessary because of the rise of the Ottoman Empire in Turkey and West Asia that prevented European traders from using the traditional land routes. टर्की में ओटोमन एम्पायर के राइज होने के बाद वहाँ से टोटल बैन कर दिया गया टर्की में जाकर के किसी भी तरह से टर्की के सुल्तान के द्वारा कि इस रूट से नहीं जा सकते। Subsequently, several groups of Portuguese traders reached the Malabar coast in South India. They established settlements at Calicut, Cochin, Goa, Daman and Diu. Goa continued to be occupied by the Portuguese till 1968, when it was liberated and became a part of India. The Portuguese were the first European power to establish their trading and administrative centers in India, as well as many other parts of Southeast Asia. They controlled several important sea routes in the region. After the arrival of other more powerful trade rivals from Europe, however, the Portuguese could only manage to retain their position in Western India. So Portuguese were the first that came, Dutch, after that Dutch, French, they all came to India for trade. In this way, we have seen this explanation through this video. Next we shall watch and carry on the same chapter tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Till then, thank you.